How is everyone doing out there in the YouTube world? This is going to be a quick show. First, I want to thank God, who is the head of my life, for allowing me to see another day. I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas. Mine was fine. It was such a joy with seeing kids open their presents and say, ooh wee, ooh wee. Yeah. So, without further ado, you guys see the thumbnail, the title, and that is Umar Johnson goes on the art of dialogue to talk about P. Diddy documentary, and nothing is brought up about these schools, the 10-year schools. So, just for the audience who might not know who I'm talking about, Umar Johnson is the founder, I guess, Pan-African, a new group, and talks a good game, and he hasn't produced anything yet. And since I am trying to do better with my mouth, I'm going to just let you listen to this YouTube video about who Umar Johnson is and how I feel like shame on the art of dialogue for even having him on his show. Shame on anyone that allows Dr. Umar Johnson to still have a voice, and he has allegedly scammed people out of money and 10 years to build the school. So y'all kills me with this stuff. This Negro, black, whatever y'all want to talk about, man, scam people out of their money. People might have given him their last savings in hope of building a school, which he has not produced. And y'all still let this NIGGA go around and y'all give him a voice. He's a crook, a scam artist, allegedly. You can't make this stuff up. But I'm going to let y'all listen to a video so you will know exactly who Umar Johnson is.
Controversial figure in the black community, often bashing Obama, LeBron, and even Oprah.
Barack Obama was a flunky, he was a functionary, he was a stool pigeon, and he was a puppet, and yes, he was a coon. Barack Obama did absolutely nothing to benefit Africa. He did absolutely nothing to benefit African people. So Oprah and LeBron, don't give them $250 for the white school. Put it in their hands.
And he defends Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, the most significant black male actor and comedian of all time. When all the crusty snow bunnies came out against him a couple years ago, you said nothing.
He's got 1 million followers on Instagram and over 200,000 on Twitter. His beliefs are outlandish and many would say outdated. He's against interracial marriage and still believes he can cure a certain type of people, but he's not short on conviction. He stated his grand vision to build a school for black children over a decade ago and still hasn't opened it. Many people are calling him a scammer, but others keep donating to him. I dug deep to get the full story. Let's dive in.
Brothers and sisters, I am happy and elated to report to you today that we have found the location for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence.
Dr. Umar Johnson, whose birth name is Jermaine Shoemake, legally changed his name to Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson, presumably to sound more African. As he calls himself the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the worldwide movement to unite all ancestral Africans and eliminate colonization and white supremacy. He claims to be a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass, to which the Douglass family responded, "That is cap." He travels across the country giving speeches in support of this message, and he's quite the captivating speaker.
Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess the faith of freedom but deprecate agitation are like men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want the rain but can't stand the thunder or the lightning. They want the ocean but they're scared of the awful roar of the waves.
He is a doctor of psychology. Or is he? He claims to have graduated from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, but an investigation from the Root turned up some fishy things. We could not find any evidence that Johnson graduated from PCOM. 99% of students who received a doctorate from PCOM have their dissertation available online, but Johnson's is not. PCOM also posts videos of its graduation ceremonies online, except someone has submitted a copyright infringement claim only for the graduation ceremony that took place in the year Umar Johnson supposedly graduated. I'm getting Catch Me If You Can vibes here, but I haven't seen definitive proof either way. And if his degree isn't fake, then his school certainly is. Or is it? In 2014, he announced his mission to build a school for black children.
I hope to make the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for African Children. I implore you, I beg you, I summon you, and I petition you to donate to this cause.
Let's see what has happened since.
So far, we raised $250,000, and Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need.
In 2015, he actually raised over $400,000 on GoFundMe for the academy. And then he claimed that PayPal sabotaged him.
PayPal sabotaged us, y'all. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy is a school that I conceived of a very long time ago, but began to actually put teeth into the creation of that school a couple of years ago.
How will my academy be able to sustain itself the same way private schools all across America sustain themselves? I mean, there's no secret to how you do that. You fundraise, you have tuition, you also float endowment.
I'm skeptical his school is being built, let alone has the funding to actually sustain itself. Much like in business, you need sales and revenue to sustain yourself. To do that, you need to be in direct communication with your customers. And today, I partnered with Nextiva, the sponsor of this video, because it is one of the absolute easiest ways to organize all of the communications in your company and make more money off relationships. Business is and always will be a relationship game. As they say, nothing happens until someone sells something. And with Nextiva, you can manage all of your sales and customer conversations in one place, and you can create phone numbers in different area codes. So if you're dialing for deals, Nextiva will help you get more answers and close more deals. I have someone calling property owners right now trying to find real estate deals, and we don't want to use his personal phone or number, so we set him up with Nextiva. He's actually been able to get more answers because his area code matches where he's calling. Nextiva lets you create new phone numbers, gives you unlimited calling, texting, and an auto attendant that you can run from your phone or computer. Your team will be able to make and receive calls reliably with crystal clear call quality. You'll worry less about missing important calls or frustrating customers due to poor connections. You get all this inside of one app. No longer will your team have to switch between 18 different apps to get the job done. Nextiva is built with scalability in mind. Their flexible plans are designed to grow with your business. It's easy to add new users, and their pricing is transparent. Close more deals, take advantage of AI, and make your business more efficient today. Go to trynextiva.com/Spencer Cornelia or use the link down below in the description to get up to 20% off your plan.
Atlanta was a finalist city for the first Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
So in 2018, 4 years after he promised he would build a school, he's still scouting locations. This one is in Atlanta. More on that in a minute.
I'm live at the Fred Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Your academy, our academy. Get the donations in. It's not game.
In 2019, he promised heaven on earth, whatever that means. I think education is a great thing, but I doubt any middle schooler has ever called math class heaven on earth.
Because this is the month that renovations will commence.
All is well with the HVAC. The HVAC is in Delaware, but it cannot be installed unless the Prince of Pan-Africanism, CEO of FDMG. I need to be present.
Yeah, I'm sure he can't possibly get anyone else to be present for the HVAC guy.
Stop confusing home schools with regular schools. Stop comparing home schools to real schools. This is a real school.
Would anyone building an actual school need to tell people it's a real school? Sounds like he's trying a little too hard to convince people his school is actually being built.
Look at them big, beautiful windows, brothers and sisters. Look at the big, beautiful windows on the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Oh great, 9 years later he finally has windows. Well, at least in 2024 he actually started painting the building.
I want to thank the brothers and sisters who came out this past weekend to Wilmington, Delaware to help us paint the inside of the Marcus Garvey Re-Africanization Academy.
And on March 1st, 2024, Umar did what everyone has waited a decade for. He set an opening date, September 3rd, 2024. Narrator, the school did not open.
Well, the time has come. I have kept my promise, and I will deliver to our young men and their parents, especially our single mother, a school that will be a heaven on earth.
Well, no, Umar, you didn't keep your promise. I gotta hand it to Umar, though. This long con is genius. He'll be leaving breadcrumbs every year for the next 50 years. Anytime someone asks when will the school actually open, he'll continue to reply, soon. Just look at the progress we're making. This week we built the basketball court. Here's how he responds to the haters. Good Garvey Day, Empress. I'm not doing anything about the hate. My work speaks for itself. I've done more to assist and transform the way Black parents and children do business with and resist exploitation from the Eurocentric psychological, academic, pharmaceutical, industrial complex on the grassroots level than any Black psychologist in history. Let the hate continue. I'm too focused on my divine mission to give it any of my precious energy. Umar is full of excuses too. He blames GoFundMe for removing his account, but it appears this may have been due to his lack of non-profit status that he says he was in the process of applying for. The exact amount of donations he's received is tough to gauge. It's not hard to believe that he's raised several $millions in the past decade. And much like that friend who never pays you back, for every delay he's got another excuse. First, it's not enough donations, then real estate issues, then licensing issues, then HVAC, then not enough community commitment, and the list goes on. In a hilarious twist, it appears that someone may have copied his scam exactly. In fact, they have almost the exact same name. I initially thought it was the same school, until I saw Umar saying it wasn't. Good Garvey Day brothers and sisters, please be aware that FDMGA.com is in no way affiliated with the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Leadership Academy. The official FDMG Academy does not operate a website at this time. My team is investigating this website. Umar's school is called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Leadership Academy. This school is called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. It's only missing the word leadership. You can't make this stuff up. And out of all the footage I watched of Dr. Umar talking about his school, I never once heard him mention the word leadership when referencing the school's name. So the school website offers a couple Swahili lessons on its homepage and says you can enroll in online classes until the physical school is built in Atlanta. Wait a minute, Umar talked about opening a school in Atlanta.
I was about 2 seconds away from purchasing a school in Atlanta.
This coincidence seems a little fishy, and there's no info anywhere on this website about who runs it, just a contact number. My search for the contact number came up empty, the domain info is hidden. Then I realized that the Swahili lesson on the homepage is hosted by Vimeo. So I clicked over to Vimeo and found a new clue, the Fred Hampton Gun Club. So then I clicked over to the website, and what do you know?
Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde. Make sure y'all support the Fred Hampton Gun Club. Make sure you donate to the Fred Hampton Gun Club. Make sure you join the Fred Hampton Gun Club.
And this is what we call getting caught in 4K. So he lied about his team investigating the website. He either runs it himself or his buddies decided to get in on the action too. So is Umar Johnson a scammer? Well, much like Schrodinger's cat experiment, you won't know until you open the box. In other words, until he does or doesn't open the school, we can't definitively say whether he's a scammer or not. That's the genius of it all. And even if he does open the school, he could be pocketing the interest on millions over a decade. The initial $400,000 in 2015 would be over $1 million today if invested in the S&P 500. So even if he opened the school today, he could have potentially pocketed a significant amount of money. And once the school is open, no one will even think to investigate. This is all just wild speculation, and we don't know the exact amount he's raised over these years, but it's all within the realm of possibility. Mere incompetence is very possible too, but strains credibility for me. For sheer entertainment value, I'm hoping he's produced the longest con. In all seriousness though, it's sad that so many people donated to him in the hopes of building a school for the Black community, regardless of whether it's a scam or just incompetence. It's sad. To make up for it, I will soon be opening the Spencer Cornelius Center for Students Who Can't Read Good. Donation link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so there you have it. That's what Dr. Umar Johnson is about. Okay? So, for the life of me, I do not understand how in the heck this man still has a voice And I don't want to hear nothing about the black man and on this. It do not take 10 years to open a school. I don't even understand how people can even stomach this guy. I can't I can't get past the fact that this man still has a voice and he has an answer for this school. So let you listen to some of the audio. He was on Art of Dialogue. And I mean, I was tripping out like, are you serious? Like, they're gonna call you in on your opinion about P. Diddy, but you have not yet answered to this alleged school and all of these donations. You can't make this stuff up. I don't want to hear nothing about kicking a black man when they down. He knew what he was doing. In my opinion, he's a scammer, a con artist that stole from people that believed in him. See, I have no sympathy for people that's always talking about black people. I'm for my people. I'm with this, I'm down with that. And you end up being the worst thing that ever happened to the black community. Now, I'm going to let you guys listen to this 10-year-old school scammer talk about Diddy. And just bear with me for a moment, because this isn't going to be a long show. I'm going to just let you listen to this video. The nerve of Out of Dialogue. Actually, the nerve of anyone to interview this man. And the topic is not, where is the school? Where is the school? You can't make this stuff up, but they do. Oh yeah, that's right. We can't talk about another man who done scammed our people. Okay, yeah. So he goes on the Art of Dialogue. And I'm gonna let you listen to just a little bit of this.
Two-part question I want to ask you. How you feel about the documentary on Diddy and you and 50? What's going on between both y'all? Me personally, the documentary was incredible, man. You know, shout out to 50, man. But I know you and 50, y'all got something going on, right?
Indeed, indeed. So originally, when I heard about the reckoning of Sean Diddy Combs' documentary that was produced by 50 Cent, I wasn't going to watch it. And I wasn't going to watch it because, quite frankly, I had grown a little tired of the Diddy case. You know, I had followed it, I had studied it, I had researched it. And at this point, the man was sentenced to 50 months in jail, I believe the time was that the feds gave him. There really wasn't much left to talk about. Everything had already been put out there, all the hours of testimony, hundreds of hours of court proceedings. There was nothing else to talk about as far as I was concerned. And then people kept texting me. They said, Dr. Umar, you got to see this, you got to see this, you got to see this. So one night, I can't go to sleep. And I decided to go ahead and watch it. And I watched all the episodes. I will say that it appeared to be very well researched from the point of view that 50 Cent wanted to portray. I don't think it was balanced in that you didn't hear anything positive at all about the man, when in fact, despite the horrendous deeds, which cannot be excused.
Okay, did you hear Umar? Nothing positive. The man was not positive. Hey, Renee, how you doing? Hey, Urban, did you hear him? you know, okay, we're going to continue on.
At all. I still think it would have been a little bit more credible if it was a little bit more balanced. But with that being said, the docket.
Why would the documentary have to be balanced when he was a dirty dog? He didn't treat anybody right.
Documentary was done, and after watching it, well, the first thing I'm gonna say is 50 Cent does a good job with documentaries. Putting the fact that I did not appreciate a black man kicking another black man who's already down, putting.
Okay, see, here they go with the black man crap. That's been played out. A black man kicking a black man when he's down. Diddy shouldn't have never did what he did, and he wouldn't have been down. Diddy did nothing to help the black community or the black artist.
That to the side, he did a good job with the documentary. Like I could see 50 Cent doing more of these. Now, I was on a stream here in Philly a couple of weeks ago with a young brother, and the question came up, and I said that, in my opinion, watching that documentary was an exercise in self-hatred, because it was. Whenever black people tear down black people, especially when they've already been torn down, it's self-hate, because we never show
Oh
that.
my God. See what I mean? This is why I can't stand my people. This is where the brainwashing is. If Diddy or any black person, if you don't do the crime, you don't have to worry about doing the time. You already know that the laws are against you. You know the sentencing guidelines are different. So most people, the average black man ain't trying to get in trouble, okay? Because they already know they're going to be fried. So I'm sick of this. Yeah. 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 They all getting on my nerves. And the thing of it is, all of the people that he hurt, they were black. Black. Hold on for a moment, y'all.
Patio door.
Okay, yeah.
Entry sensor open.
Okay, hold on.
Energy with no other community. We have been done wrong so much and so often by Caucasians, and yet we never do a documentary on them. Do you realize, Art, there hasn't been a single documentary done on the police who have unalived all of these?
That's a lie. There's all kind of documentaries on Jeffrey Dahmer, Epstein. Hell, before Diddy documentary came out, there was already 3 documentaries. They got documentaries about Gucci. They got documentaries about everybody. Oh, he's just such a liar. Hold on.
Innocent, unarmed black people. Where's the documentary on the police officer who killed Tommy Rice? Where's the documentary on the police officers who murdered Breonna Taylor? Where's the documentary on the police officers who murdered Sonia Mancy or Sandra Bland or Freddie Gray or Philando Castile or Alton Sterling or Amir Pope? Look at all of this that has been done to us. Where's the documentary on the Roman Catholic Church and all the black children they allowed to be sexually abused? Where's the documentary on that? Where's the documentary on the economic devastation of black people by white?
Okay, so again, Dr. Umar Johnson, you can take your thieving, scamming, conniving butt on. Everybody's on to you. And out of dialogue and anybody else, y'all allow this man to come on y'all show and talk about other black men. Y'all not even holding him accountable for the money that black people gave him in starting a black school. You can't make this issue up, but they do. I mean, how long are y'all gonna keep going for this? How long? How long? This mankind, all kind of people out of money. Talking about he was gonna build a school. It don't take 10 years to build a school. And y'all got the nerves to give him a platform. And I'm sick of them talking that blackness stuff. You picking a black man when they down. Well, he shouldn't have got down. So this is April Showers. This was just a quick show. Well, hey Renee, um, Urban Jungle Productions. Oh, thank you. We're all beautiful. All black women. All women are beautiful. Thank you. Everybody that joined in on this show, I appreciate your support today. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start boycotting shows that have Dr. Umar Johnson on them. And this man can't answer to black people that gave him money. And y'all bring him on y'all show to talk about another black man. You make that make sense. This is April Showers. Peace out. Okay.